Hello, brothers. Welcome to the Founders Circle. This is the leadership program for Kappa Kappa Psi that was developed in 2018 to make all of us, help all of us become more effective leaders. My name is Dr. Kirk Randazzo. I'm a professor at the University of South Carolina and a past national president of Kappa Kappa Psi. And I'm going to serve as your guide throughout this entire program and help you become the most effective leader possible. So what exactly is the Founders Circle? Well, at a very basic level, at a very theoretical level, the Founders Circle is based on a model of leadership called the social change model. And this model was developed in 1993 by a team of researchers at UCLA led by Helen and Alexander Astin. And in that social change model, these researchers identified three fundamental levels of leadership. At the first level is the individual or internal component of leadership. This is where self-reflection becomes most important. The second level involves groups and teams, and this is where we have to interact with other individuals and exercise our leadership skills. And the third level of the social change model involves society or community, and this is where leaders have to develop their visions in order to become agents of change and help transform the world around us. So the Founders Circle takes each of these aspects of the social change model and talks about them in a very general sense, but also connects them directly to our world in Kappa Kappa Psi and within college and university bands. And to pull this off, the Founders Circle is based on a two-pronged approach. At the primary prong, the fundamental prong, involves workshops that will be presented at district and national conventions by trained leadership facilitators on behalf of the fraternity. We'll also have some of these workshops available for smaller district and possibly even some chapter events in the hopes that we can get this information out to more individuals and help everybody become better leaders. But the second prong of this involves a series of online modules that contain supplemental information related to a variety of different aspects of leadership for each of those levels. And individuals like yourself are encouraged to explore these modules at your pace and get as much information as you want on your own. Hopefully, the combination of these workshops at conventions and the online material will encourage and enable all of us to become more effective leaders. So let's explore the Founders Circle. And let's take a look at level one, the individual level. This is named after William A. Scroggs, and I can't think of a better representative for this level of leadership within the Founders Circle. You know that William A. Scroggs helped instill the core principles and values that still represent Kappa Kappa Psi today. Great examples of this are the purposes that we learn as membership candidates. Things like to promote the existence and welfare of the college and university bands, or to honor outstanding band members through privilege of membership, or to stimulate campus leadership, and so on and so on. These principles were brought to Kappa Kappa Psi by William A. Scroggs right at the beginning, and they're still with us today. But we also have a current manifestation of our core principles when we talk about the words musicianship, leadership, brotherhood, service. This is all centered on what we do for college bands, and they represent those core values. In this level, in this William A. Scroggs level, we'll explore things like definitions of leadership, the importance of values, of self-awareness, of a concept called emotional intelligence. We'll also talk and learn about integrity and accountability and the importance of passion and enthusiasm to motivate yourself and others. And finally, we'll learn some theories of leadership that focus explicitly on this internal dimension. But once we explore that first level, We'll then have an opportunity to look at level 2, the group and team level. And this level is named after A. Frank Martin, who was the longest serving executive director in the history of Kappa Kappa Psi and played a key role in transforming our fraternity into a national organization that is still vibrant today. Throughout this level, the A. Frank Martin level, we'll explore concepts and skills to help us create and manage teams of people. We'll discuss the importance of trust and how leaders need to have the trust of their teams in order to operate. We'll discuss fostering collaboration among team members and empowering and motivating them to become better individuals themselves. We'll also talk about skills involving conflict management and public speaking that we will draw on a consistent basis. And then finally, we'll talk about some theories of leadership that are focused explicitly on the group or team level. Our final level, the level 3 level, the society and community level, is named after Bohumil Makovsky, the guiding spirit of Kappa Kappa Psi. He seems like the perfect representative for this level because he epitomizes how leaders have to develop a vision that can transform their organization. So as we explore the Makovsky level, we'll learn how to develop and communicate visions to other people. We'll learn how to speak passionately to inspire others to become more or to do more. We'll also discuss strategic planning and how to implement a long-term plan for our organization. And then finally, we'll talk about theories of leadership that are focused on transforming society and developing the visionary leader within all of us. So as you go through each of these levels, it's somewhat cliche to say, but it's absolutely appropriate that you will get out of this exactly what you put into it. That certainly applies here. It is possible to do the bare minimum. You could skim through the readings. You could not spend a whole lot of time reflecting or answering the questions, the thought questions that are at the end of each module. You don't have to practice any of these skills if you don't want to. And if you do the bare minimum, you will probably learn something that will make you a marginally better leader. But you certainly won't tap into all of the potential that you currently have inside. So a more useful approach probably involves viewing all of this as an investment on you. Read the material that's here. Read it multiple times. Attend district and national conventions and learn, listen, hear from the speakers that are there and get the information that they provide. Place a lot of thought and effort into how you answer those reflection questions. And probably it would be good to find another individual, maybe a chapter officer if you're doing this as part of the Road to Wisdom, or maybe another officer responsible for continuing member education. Find someone that you can use, that you can rely on to discuss this information and discuss your thoughts and answers to all of the questions that you're about to experience. And then finally, if you truly want to become a more effective leader, you have to practice. And this is very similar to how we learn to become better musicians on our instrument. We can take lessons, we can read books, we can watch videos, we can learn everything there is to know about playing our horn. But that won't automatically make us better musicians unless we practice. And leadership works the exact same way. You can learn everything there is in these online modules, and you can attend all of the conventions and listen to all of the speakers in their workshops. But that won't automatically make you a better leader unless you put that information into practice. And you'll have to practice over an extended period of time in order to hone your skills. But if you learn and if you practice, at some point in time, you will see tangible changes in how effective your leadership is. And so as you do all of this, let me wish you the best on your journey to becoming a more effective leader. Whether you're just starting out and encountering this stuff for the first time, or whether you've encountered this material before and you're continuing your path to become a more effective leader. Let the Founders Circle help you become the best leader possible, and I wish you all the best on your journey. Thank you.